oceans, hello again. Is every ocean come as rain? I know my circles, I know my name. Another sequel.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm gonna show you how I created this makeup look. So let's get started. And the first thing I'm gonna do is use some eyeshadow primer. I'll be using my all-time favorite, which is by MAC Cosmetics. It's called the Soft Ochre Paint Pot. And I'm applying this with a brush from Sigma Beauty, which is the P84. I have a special discount code for all Sigma Beauty products, discounts for their brushes, but also for all their makeup. So now I'm taking this yellow color, which is from Makeupgeek. I will make sure to put all the names of the products I'm using today in the description bar. So if there's any product you want to check out, I will make sure to put the names there so you know everything I've used. And I'm going to use this yellow color as a base for today's makeup look. I wasn't really sure what I had to start with. This look is inspired by a makeup artist on Instagram. I will make sure to put her name also in the description bar below. And she didn't really put any details in her description bar on Instagram. She only mentioned which palettes she used, but she didn't mention what shades, how she did it. So for me it was kind of hard. I had no idea where to start, but I guessed she just used like a yellow base, and it actually turned out really nice. But at this moment I wasn't really sure if it was gonna turn out the way I wanted it, but it did. So definitely start with a yellow base. So in the meanwhile, I applied an eyeshadow guard. If you don't have these at home, you can use some sticky tape. This will just help to get that sharp edge at the outer V of the eyelid, which you will see later, then it will all make sense. But I wasn't really sure at the beginning, but I just decided to do it like in between the time I was doing the yellow on the eyelids. So now I'm taking this palette from Huda Beauty. I'm mixing two colors on the brush to kind of mix those colors together. And now I'm gonna create like sort of, how do I call it? Like sort of shadows on the eyelids. Obviously, I'm gonna create like those dark spots that a leopard has as well. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing that right, like a leopard, I don't know, but I'm sure you guys know what I mean. And this is gonna be the shadow around it. You can also skip this, but I feel like if you create like shadows, it will look even more real, and definitely the end result, I feel it actually looks quite real. So if you want to make it look as real as possible, I would definitely do this. It's not that hard. Just kind of imagine in your head where you want the spots to be, and then you can go on top of it with some black eyeshadow. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. You can take any black eyeshadow that you have at home. Just make sure that it's a matte eyeshadow. This will work really well. And now I'm gonna create those spots. I really don't know how to call it. Like, what is the name? I don't know. So I think I'm pronouncing it totally wrong, like leopard, I don't know. But let's check Google Translate and see what she says.
Leopard.
Okay, that's totally different. Let me try it again.
Leopard.
Leopard. Okay, I thought it was totally different, but now I know. Very often I don't know how to pronounce things, and I'm saying to you guys, I don't know what I'm saying. I have no idea, but I might as well just check Google Translate, and then I can hear how to pronounce it so I can learn from it. I'm always a little bit lazy, and I'm just like, oh, you guys probably know what I mean, but yeah, maybe I should just check Google Translate instead, and then I can talk a little bit better English for you guys. But yeah, that's totally off topic, but I wanted to tell you guys that in my previous video, which was a back to basic cut crease tutorial for beginners, I didn't edit like a lot in the video. I show like the whole process, no cutting in editing and nothing. I really wanted to show you like the whole process so you guys could really follow it. And a lot of you really liked that I did it that way. So for today's eye look, I wanted to do the same thing. I did like as minimal editing as I could so you could really see what I'm doing. So it's really easy to follow. If you want to recreate this makeup look, you can just start this video and kind of do it together with me. That was kind of the purpose for this makeup look, because this is obviously something it looks really difficult, even though it looks more difficult than it actually is. But I felt like if I would do like a lot of cutting in the editing, it might be even more difficult. Like, it's just important that you see every step that I'm doing And so yeah, I wanted to do that in this video as well. I really hope you appreciate that. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna do this in every video because I don't know, some people might appreciate the more speed up versions. I don't know, I'm kind of seeing what I want to do with this, but just let me know your thoughts. Just let me know. It's always really helpful to know what you guys think. But yeah, I'm doing the same thing at the other side right now. I try to not do the same spots as I did on the other side of my eye. But what I do think is really important, that the spots are the same size as at the other side, because this way both eyes look kind of like it's the same animal, if that makes sense. You know, you have a lot of bags with the same kind of print, but most of them are bigger or smaller, so you really want to make sure that both sides on the eyes are the same size, so they both look kind of like they belong together, if that makes sense. This is just something I noticed because one eye I did like a little bit bigger than the other, and I felt like it was looking a little bit strange. So make sure that all these spots and stripes, everything you're doing, are like around the same size. So now I went in with that orangey brown color, and I'm gonna apply that next to where I applied the black eyeshadow to create a more of a shadow effect. I don't want this to kind of cover all the yellow that you can see in between the black and the yellow. I still want like that yellow to kind of peek through, but we're just gonna create like a sort of blended effect around the black. I find it really hard to explain, but I felt like my eyes were looking so weird. But after doing this, it all came together. It started looking so much more like how I wanted it to look. So this is definitely a really important step that you don't want to skip. Yeah, it's just creating a sort of blend effect, and it just makes it look so much more realistic. That was the word. Okay guys, so you have now seen me doing this for a few minutes. I just wanted to put on some music because it's a long process and I didn't want to bore you guys. But yeah, now I'm finally done with that, and I took a little bit of concealer on a tiny concealer brush and I'm going along the edges around the crease area just to kind of make it look more sharper. I feel like it definitely looks a lot better. This step is totally optional. If you like a little bit more the messy edge, you can definitely keep it that way, but I felt like making it look more sharper, I think it looks even more pretty. So but that's totally up to you. It does kind of look like super sharp, almost like you have like a sticker or like something on your eyelid, but I kind of like how it looks. Then I'm going in with this eyeliner from Makeup Revolution. I got this in the mail a few weeks, but I totally forgot that I had it, so I wanted to try it for today's video. I'm not doing something like super special. I'm just gonna create a simple line above the lash line. You can do a winged liner, but I really wanted the eye look to be completely focused on the animal prints. So I just wanted to do like a really simple liner just to cover up the lash line of the fake eyelashes that I'm gonna apply afterwards. And I'm gonna apply some pencil in the waterline. The one I'm using is by Inglot. It's the soft kohl pencil in the shade black. It's really nice. It's like a really creamy, intense black pencil. I absolutely love it. It just makes the waterline super black. And I felt like for today's look, a smoky lower lash line and a waterline will look really good. But of course, if you don't like black in the waterline, you can also skip this part and do something else. You can also do like a blue pencil in the waterline, a green one. If you kind of want to spice it up by using some colors, you can give your whole own twist to it. So now I'm going back in with the black eyeshadow, and I'm going to use this for underneath the waterline. I'm going to press it right underneath the lower lash line and also on top of the waterline to really connect the black eyeshadow underneath the lower lash line with the pencil in the waterline to make it look as smoky as possible, and so you can't really see like any skin showing in between. I wanted it to look as black as possible. And the brush I'm using for this is a Suifa 238, and it's a really nice brush. It's really tiny and works really well for underneath the lower lash line. Then now I'm smudging out the lower lash line by using this yellowy orangey color from the same Huda Beauty palette that I used before, and just blending it all the way underneath the lower lash line. Then now to make the lower lash line a little bit darker, I'm mixing those two colors together, which I also used to create that shadow on the eyelid. And I'm gonna use that for underneath the lower lash line now to make it a little bit more smoked out and blend it out. Then now it's time to curl the lashes. I'm going in with some mascara, and I'm gonna use my all-time favorite mascara, which is the Benefit Cosmetics Roller Lash Mascara. I really love this mascara. It just really separates the lashes really nicely. It doesn't make it look really clumpy. And besides that, it makes my lower lashes super long, which I always really like because I go in with dramatic fake eyelashes always. And this way, since my lower lashes get really long because of the mascara, it kind of looks in balance. So I'll be using these beautiful lashes from Velour Lashes. I will put the name in the description bar. These are like not too dramatic because I felt like if I would go in with like really smoky looking kind of lashes, it will kind of cover up the eyelid as well. You won't really see like the animal prints. So I didn't want it to go for too dramatic lashes, kind of in between. And then here you have the finished result. I'm really proud of how it turned out. I absolutely love it. Let me know in the comments if you're gonna try this out or if you just think it looks cool but you are not gonna wear it. It's obviously something really weird and crazy, but I really enjoyed making it, and maybe one day I will wear it for like a festival look or maybe for Halloween, I don't know. But yeah, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy. This is really helpful for my YouTube channel, and hopefully I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!
Hello emotions, hello again. As every ocean come as rain. I know my circles, I know my name. Another sequence.